Hey there, future Myo friend. Carmen here. I'm your fearless myofunctional therapy leader, and I'm really happy that you made it here. That means, hopefully, fingers crossed, that you are considering adding myofunctional therapy to your skill set, which is pretty cool. Now, whether you want to implement it into a dental office, whether you want to build a side hustle, or whether you want to become a full-time myo slayer like your girl here, you are in the right place because that's my jam. That's what I do: educate, empower, and encourage women just like you who are just starting out and want to add this to your skill set in any of those three delivery capacities. The reason you're watching this video is I want to give you 3 quick tips on choosing the right program for you. I know when you're done here, you're going to likely browse my site and see what my programs have to offer, but I think it's really helpful to think about these 3 important things. So, tip number 1, think about how you learn best. For some of us, we like to see the whole picture. We like the whole enchilada. For the rest of us, we like to learn in small, manageable, bite-sized pieces. So I think it's going to be important for you to think about that when you're considering a course. Do you want one that's delivered in these small, manageable pieces? A program where you can learn something and implement it, and learn a little bit more and then implement it? Or do you like to see everything and then, make the choice for yourself how you're going to break that material up and manage it? So I get asked a lot why my programs have so many lessons. And this is really for 2 reasons, okay? The first reason is when I was teaching, I wanted to be able to be done teaching the material when it was adequately beat to death. So when I originally started this program, it was not digital, it wasn't delivered online like this, and so we used to do it via conference call. And so when I started, I had very busy mamas and employees and wives and the whole gamut. And I said I would teach for an hour. Well, eventually I could just go on about this stuff forever because I had so much knowledge about it. And so that was one of the reasons that I wanted to make a digital-based program, so that I could be done when I felt like I was done. So some lessons might be an hour, some lessons might be 25 minutes. The lesson length is varies because I'm done when I'm done. Now, the other reason is because I don't like to drink out of a fire hose. I like to get manageable pieces of information that I can, take in, I can think about them, I can kind of ruminate on them, and I can implement what it is that I need to implement. It's easier to say, okay, let's implement A, B, and C, rather than, hey, let's implement A through S. Okay, so that's just me. That's why I did it that way. But I do get asked a lot, hundreds of times a year, like, why are there so many lessons? And that's why. Tip number 2, in the wise words of my trainer, one of my trainers, Tony Robbins, if there is something that you want really bad, you need to find out who has what you want, and then you need to learn from them. So what do I mean by that? I feel like it's self-explanatory, but let's dive into that briefly. There is a difference between learning from somebody who has actually done what they are teaching you to do. I have gone before you. I've done exactly what I teach you. Anybody can teach you basic myofunctional therapy introductory stuff, but not everybody can teach you the exact step-by-step roadmap that has resulted in a 6-figure business for me, okay? Now, don't get me wrong, you have to do all of the work, but if it's something that I'm teaching you, friend, I've been there, I've done it. So that leads me to tip number 3, to find the right mentor. One of the first steps to finding a mentor for you is identifying what you need and where you're falling short. This gives you a chance to find that missing link in your education, okay? So when you know this, what your weaknesses are, what your strengths are, this is going to help you find somebody who has solutions to fill those holes. So what do you need to learn? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Find somebody who is on a similar path as you, but their strongest qualities are where you have weaknesses so that they can help you. They can help you grow. They can help it make sense. They can help you make your business better. Look for mentors that are going to just light a fire under your ass, you guys, when it comes to weaknesses. You want somebody also who shares your drive, who shares your moral compass, your values. This person is going to help push you to be the best that you can be without making you feel uncomfortable. They're going to help you feel supported through the entire experience. It's important that you look for somebody who is an open book. Can you imagine what it would be like if you were starting a home improvement project, you had a list of things that needed to be done, you knew what the time commitment was, and you had the materials, but you had no direction or no instruction. That's what it's like when a program only gives you half of the information, or you have to figure it out for yourself. What I mean is they don't teach you that organized, that precise step-by-step framework. Most of us like to learn from a framework or a roadmap or an explicit list of do this, then do this, then do this, then do this. Now, you're going to need to research to find out if the program or mentorship that you're considering is going to just dump a load of stuff in your lap and say, there you go, or if they're going to take your hand and mentor you, okay? Do you want to be led or do you want to be lured? There's a difference, and you want to find a mentor who is known for nurturing you, who's known for leading you. This person doesn't do the work for you. Remember, that is all you. But this person is not going to leave you standing there with a whole bunch of information and wondering what the hell you're supposed to do with it. Shameless plug for my program here. Have you read the testimony from my students? If not, I encourage you to pause this now and do that, because I really feel like the proof is in the pudding. My students, some of them have taken just my program, some have taken other programs, some have taken many other programs. And I really think that when they talk about how much I mentor and coach and push you, really your success is my success. And I really do take a lot of pride in that. Okay, friends, so I just gave you 3 killer tips on finding the right Myo program for you. But if you don't mind, I'm going to give you a bonus tip. And that is, don't be afraid to take more than one training program. In fact, I can tell you this, most people are not successful after one program. I took one program and I blew the doors off of my biggest dreams. So I don't think that's the norm though. So I just want to tell you this, if you have taken another course that's not delivering for you, that is okay. Don't be afraid to invest in another course, okay? Investing in another course and a real kick-ass mentor is going to be just a teeny tiny investment compared to that big return that you're going to get by learning from the right person. The right person is going to teach you a proven step-by-step framework. The right person is going to teach you how to implement what you've learned. They're going to teach you how to grow your business. That investment is an investment in you, okay? I know it feels like it's an investment in whoever's program you're taking, but it is an investment in you, and it's going to keep delivering for you. I personally have made over 120 times of what my initial investment into the program was. So do not let the money deter you. If you've taken a course and you can't figure out how to implement it or how to get started, my friend, don't stand at the starting line and watch everybody else win at their race. Identify where you're falling short, get enrolled in another course. You are too awesome to be wasting time, so stop it. get in another course. Do what you need to do. That's it. Thank you for visiting me today, for listening to me. I look forward to celebrating many of your wins with you in the future.